it's a beauty show. Today we're going to be talking about the gun laws in America. And the question for today is, should blind people be allowed to own guns? Since they have rights to protect themselves as everybody else. So here's what our viewers have to say about this.
I think they should. I really do. I mean, George Zimmerman's got a gun. They might as well. Nah, but on a serious note, I think it's gonna be kind of stupid to just take that right away from them and leave them vulnerable. It's a crazy world we live in. So, but that's just my 2 cents.
I strongly believe they shouldn't, because actually owning a gun is to be able to see your target and target it and shoot it. But if you can't see your target, you can hurt people with it. So I say no, blind people should not own.
The state of Iowa says blind people should be able to have guns, and I think so too. A blind person confronting an intruder at home at night should be able to defend him or herself, even if an accurate shot might be a problem. The problem with a blind person menacing the public with a gun in a mall or a school or a theater isn't blindness, it's craziness. It's crazy people who shouldn't have guns, blind or sighted. People have treated this blind gun thing as a joke. It isn't. Blindness isn't funny. Neither are gun deaths by crazy people. That's why the crazy Republicans in the House of Representatives shouldn't have guns. Amen.
I think no, to my opinion, because they cannot see until they will not effectively use the gun, as somebody who sees would do. In a process of trying to self-defend, they might end up shooting the wrong target or harming, the wrong person. And those around them might, they might use it for the wrong purposes, and they can be conned into, doing things that they don't want to do with it. So we're all trying to avoid all of that, all the shootings that's presently going on, around the world, especially in the U.S. We're all trying to avoid that. So let's just try to reduce, and try to screen the people that we give all this deadly weapons to. And so I think that they should not be allowed to carry guns. Thank you.
Blind people shouldn't use guns because they cannot see what they're shooting at. I mean, probably the other senses are a little bit more enhanced, but you can still have that raw moment, and shoot the wrong person, or just because you're in panic or whatsoever. So no, I don't think blind people should use guns. Maybe other weapons are a little bit more precautious, but not just guns. All right.
Before I answer that question, I want people to understand one thing. Being a blind person does not take that person from being a human being. So therefore, my answer is going to be like a general thing, even though it's focused on blind people. But I know that all blind people are like normal human beings. I think for a blind man to own a gun or not, that decision should come from them. Yes, I mean, it shouldn't be my decision. It should be personal. If they choose to own a gun and they think they can use it, fine, it's their decision. If they can, it's still up to them. But I know that, or I think that owning a gun by a blind man should be his or her decision. That's all I think. I'm not a gun person, so I really don't want to talk much about that.
Well, I agree, and I strongly believe that blind people should be allowed to own guns. Reason being is that they're blind, they're visually impaired, they can't see. If they're being attacked by criminals or family members or just wrong people, how are they able to defend themselves? And that's the only way I think they can defend themselves, by owning guns.
If you want to shoot, you should be able to view. So I don't see why they expect a blind person to hold a gun. How can he judge if that is actually his prey that he's shooting? He needs to view in order to judge. So I disagree with the fact that blind men should hold gun. Thank you.
First of all, completely against anybody other than uniformed officers or people designed, licensed people who are supposed to have guns to protect particular places to have the right to have guns. Regular citizens should not even have guns, talk less of the blind. Okay? Alright, that's what I think. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. As usual, leave your comments, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and until next time, this is Crystal Beauty saying bye-bye.